Hey guys, it's Jordy from Success Addicts here. I'm here to break down a 1 minute/3 minute continuation on AUD USD. So, if you might have seen my last breakdown here, you'll know that on 4 hour we came to the extreme low right here, and we failed to put in new lows on all time frames. As you can see, and we're showing the bullish rejection off here. Just something to keep in mind, really. We weren't really doing touch. And as you can see, we're in a range, so it's not really something to trade here. Besides maybe some really sketchy entries, you can see that the no new highs, no new lows are being put in. But we failed to put in new low on 4 hour and daily, and we're expected to have a pullback, especially with price being this far down in the leg. It's just like a 1 minute zone. You always have to expect a pullback, and this was perfect time. So as you can see here, we broke out of the range. We broke out of what you call resistance. We wouldn't trade off this because that's not how we trade. But once we break out of the range, as you can see, the new highs put in, and then so we had a 3 minute here, just a 3 minute down candle. It was kind of small right here. I mean, you could have just the down candle marked here, but you may as well just have the whole thing marked, including a 3 minute. Have the extreme low marked out basically, and you can see here we basically have a breaker structure right after we get out of the range. New high being put in, showing that we're bullish, showing that the protected low is basically here. Sorry, basic protected lows here. But looking at where liquidity is, we can see that there was liquidity for this 3 minute as well as imbalance. You can see there's no imbalance down here, so it didn't really that this is what made this zone stick out to us a bit more. And you can see after the imbalance, and sorry, you can see after the inducement we actually come down. Another thing to keep in mind is when markets open, as you can see here, directly when the Frankfurt market opens, we have what's called the kill zone, which is the first 10 minutes. And as you can see here, in the first 10 minutes we rocket up. So basically, kill zone is when all the volatility comes in after the market opens. So it's always a good time to take a trade right when new market opens. For example, you have London at 5. A good trade can be done at 5. It's just when all the volume comes in. So we can see we have the imbalance here, the inducement, and basically we've just broke out of the range. We failed to put new lows in on 4 hour. As well as that, we also have the DXY. So the DXYs came into a daily resistance right here. You could even mark out some sort of resistance along here. You can see where it's rejecting, but we don't really do that. But you can see we came to a daily candle here, and it's showing a bearish reaction. You can see it fails to put in a new high, and you can see we are putting in new lows on 15 minute, 4 hour, and 1 minute, showing that we're going bearish. Also, one thing to keep in mind is BRICS. If you're not too sure what that is, you can always check out on our Discord. But BRICS is basically a big meeting between big world powers the size of the US to overtake the US. But I don't want to get into too much detail here about it. But you can see 15 minutes putting in new lows, and we're nearly still technically in a range, but we can see that we put in a new low here, showing that there obviously are signs of bearish reaction, especially with 4 hour and daily basically failing to close above the high as well. So we can see here there was a perfect continuation. In imbalance, inducement, breaker structure is a perfect continuation right after we break out of the range. It's exactly what we trade. You just take your buy off here. Usually we have a set stop of 4, but I mean it's entirely up to you what you want to use. But we'd have a set stop of 4, and then so because it is technically pro trend and we are down in the leg, preferably we want to target about 6 to 10. 8's pretty good actually for a pro trend, because it depends on what you back test, but normally a lot of pro trend setups will hit 6 to 8 so that's what we like to target ourselves in the Discord. But yeah, that's basically it, and we'll be looking for continuations, continuing up in the leg as we've broken out of this range and we are showing bullish signs. So we can even see we might even have a big pullback all the way up to here, which we can expect. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have an amazing Tuesday, and don't forget to put all your trades in a data bank. You can use our Notion. You can use the Notion on our Discord. We have a template for you, which makes it super easy. Or you can even come out with your own template. You might even put it in a diary. Just make sure you're tracking down these trades, taking photos, and just basically just marking them, figuring out why you took them. It helps towards your strategy as well. All right. If you have any questions, just talk to us on the Discord, and thanks for tuning in.